Hello everyone and welcome back to Teacup Tarot. I hope all of you are doing great and the previous week has been fulfilling for you. So we are back yet again with our weekly readings, and as usual you have three piles in front of you. Please pick one that really speaks to you and then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, then this is what you can expect for your week ahead. So, before we begin, I'm going to be placing all of your tarot cards first. You have Justice, you have 7 of Wands, you have the Sun, you have 10 of Wands, Intuition, Community, Discernment, and Waterfall, effortlessness. All right. So basically, I have to say, this week is more or less going to be a very balanced week for you, okay? You're going to be feeling in charge, you're going to be feeling in control, but at the same time, I see you guys weighing some options. Like possibly you are trying to make up your mind about certain events and about certain people, is what I'm getting here. Again, this week there is a possibility that you may enter some kind of a contract or may sign certain important documents. This could be bank related documents, job related documents, or just documents that are really important to you. But again, there is this aspect of fairness, like whatever you want to do, whatever decision you want to take it with a balanced set of mind. But once again, you have the card of the Sun, so you are also feeling very positive, you're feeling very fulfilled, and you're feeling really happy about some things. Of course, this can also be like some good news coming your way, like something good can be happening when it comes to your family or your work situation. But there is this aspect of positivity, an aspect of hopefulness that is in your reading for this week. But there is this chance that you may be slightly overworking yourself, or you are taking up too much for yourself, especially for people who love to work. You may actually be burning that midnight lamp, or even when you have responsibilities, you are sort of taking up those extra responsibilities, and as a result you're slightly feeling burdened. So please make sure to schedule those occasional breaks, because that is going to be very, very important for you, if you don't really want to burn out your energies. But one thing that I really want to highlight here, there is a possibility that whatever you choose to do, whatever you decide to do, or even in the most ordinary circumstances, some people may oppose you, or you may feel some kind of an opposition from somebody. For example, you want to take some kind of a decision and a family member tells you like maybe that is not a good idea, and as a result you sort of have like a difference of opinion, okay? So you may have to stand up for what you believe is right this week. But once again, you have to trust your intuition, because I believe whatever decisions you're taking, first it is backed by really good and rightful thinking, and you have thought things through, is what I'm getting here. So once again, trust your intuition, trust your inner knowing. But again, there is a possibility that you'll be spending time with friends, your family, or just people around you. Maybe there is an happy occasion for you to celebrate, and people come together to celebrate that. Or maybe this could just be like a get together, like a book club meeting up, or just celebration of some kind. Or maybe you will feel supported by a member of a community, or maybe you will reach out to somebody to give that extra support. But this is like people coming together and doing something for each other, and as a result feeling really happy about it. As always, like I told you with the Sun card, there may be this aspect of celebration. So maybe there is a birthday celebration, anniversary celebration, or just some sort of a social gathering. But once again, there is this possibility that there are some things that you want to do, and you're wondering, should you do this according to your intuition, or you should just rely on blank and clear judgment. But let me tell you, you need to place importance on both things. So don't really focus on your intuition completely, and don't focus on logic completely. So where logic and intuition meet, those are the kind of decisions you should be taking. Of course, especially when it comes to some new people in your life, or especially when it comes to entering some kind of a contract or signing certain documents, you may need to be slightly more careful about it. So don't trust anybody blindly is also one message that is really coming forth here. And one message that is really standing out for you is, you need to be more effortless when it comes to doing certain things. What happens for you, pile 1, is you may have a tendency of putting extra effort where you really do not need to put in that kind of an effort. So this week, let yourself flow. See where things are taking you, because sometimes just letting go and let things take its own course is the best way forward. Okay, so that is what I'm getting here. Especially on your spiritual path, just go where life takes you is what I'm really going to tell you. So this week, don't really make any plans per se, because those plans may not actually work out, or if you move ahead with those plans, you may feel like you have to make some changes around it. So be a little careful about not making plans and executive too many of them this week. All right, and now I'm going to be giving you your numbers for this week. Your numbers are number 30, you have 26, you have number 7, 88. Of course, financially this is going to be a really good week for you, but of course, you have money coming in, but be slightly careful about spending, because there is a tendency on your part this week to spend much more than you actually earn, or in certain cases, if you can save that money instead of spending it. So be slightly careful about where your money is going this week. Otherwise, when it comes to money coming in, there really isn't much of a problem. Let us look at your letters. You have O, you have do, you have R, you have I, you have T, L, Q, Z, and T, and you have W. Okay, so overall those are your letters, and I'm actually going to be giving you a self-care message. I'll be shuffling this on the camera, and of course, as always, we have one more. Look at the stars. Okay, so basically this week, your card is actually urging you to take a look at your horoscope. So maybe taking a look at horoscope, taking a look at certain aspects when it comes to your horoscope, especially the north node and south node, then that will be really helpful. And again, a lot of planets are actually shifting. So what that shift is doing to your life, maybe that is something you need to look up. But look up at the stars is one message for you. But once again, just look at the sky. Just look at the sky, because there are a lot of miracles just that looking at the night sky can open up for you, because that is one of my favorite activities. Okay, stargazing, because astronomy is something that I'm really interested in. So maybe you may develop an interest in it, and I'm actually gonna be giving you one more, like I promised, from this deck. Let us look into what message is coming forth for you. Daphne, what pleases us most shapes us. Okay, so really you need to think about what is it that makes you happiest, and maybe take some time to do more of it. Okay, so that is what is being shown to you. And of course, sometimes the things that we really love, if we take that as a profession, or if we take that as doing something like a side job, that may prove to be very, very helpful for you. And I'll take up one more. You are divinely loved and protected with grace. I love that. And I think with that, I'm just gonna be, putting a pause to your reading because I just love this message for you. You are divinely loved and protected with grace. So that is your message. In fact, you need to keep repeating this to yourself time and again this week, that you're divinely loved and you're divinely protected with grace. Anytime you're feeling low or anytime you feel like you need that extra boost of confidence, just remind yourself of this. Alright, and I'm going to be leaving you here. As always, I wish you nothing but the very, very best. And you guys are always in my prayers. And I'm sending across lots and lots and lots of good wishes and blessings to you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've picked pile 2, these are the messages that are coming up for you for this week. So, I'll arrange all of your cards. You have Page of Cups, you have 10 of Cups, you have the World, you have a Knight of Wands, Boundaries, Soulmates, Focus, and Pride. Okay. So basically, pile 2, if there is something that you've been working really hard at, like you're burning the midnight lamp, you're really putting your heart and soul into something, then you may actually find success in it this week because you have the card of the World. Now, the World card is about satisfaction, it is about fulfillment, it is about happiness, and it is about completion, okay? So this can actually mean the completion of something and the beginning of something entirely new, because there is almost a sense of an end of a karmic cycle and a beginning of an entirely new one. But of course, there is also a possibility of travel for you this week. In fact, movement, this can be like foreign travel or travel overseas, or this could be, travel across, state, or just something like a small holiday. But that aspect of travel is definitely on the cards for you. There is an aspect of movement once again. And in fact, movement that happens very, very quickly. So in a way, there is also a possibility that you may be at the end of receiving a news about a promotion, news about a possible transfer, like a shift of location, or maybe you are moving from one place to another. But there is also a aspect of joy, there is an aspect of satisfaction, especially in your home situation. So maybe you could be spending some good time with family, good time with friends, doing something you love, okay? That is once again really showing up for you. But of course, you're also feeling very, very creative this week, okay? So you may decide that you want to do something creative, like even with your appearance, you may decide to change your appearance. You may decide to take up a class about something, to educate yourself about something new entirely is very much possible. So painting, spending time outdoors, spending time near the water, all of these things are very much on the cards for you this week. But once again, you need to really ask yourself, what is your focus on currently? Because whatever you focus on this week has the potential to grow into manifolds, okay? So maybe you will start working on something, like you will start focusing on something, and that will manifest in your life in a much more rapid fashion. But this week you're also encouraged to push your boundaries slightly, because if you look at this card, there is almost this bubble, and there is this small flower which is almost cracking that bubble. So in a way, you're pushing your boundaries this week is also something that I'm seeing here. So if there's something that you want to try that you haven't tried for a very long time, then this week I really want to encourage you to do that. Once again, I'm really getting strong messages of some people changing their appearance, because that is really standing up for you. But one thing you need to be very, very careful about this week is pride, okay? Because you pile 2, you guys are super achievers, like you know a lot, you do a lot, but be careful about not becoming a complete know-it-all, okay? Because pride can be slightly harmful for you this week, because you're achieving a lot, okay? You're feeling very happy, you're feeling very confident, and when a person feels confident, that self-confidence can then move into an element of pride very quickly, and those boundaries can really get blurred. So you may end up hurting some people as a result of this, so be slightly careful. Once again, Because of the end of a karmic cycle, there is a possibility that the new cycle that you're entering in, you may actually meet a potential soulmate. Okay, now the concept of soulmate is very different. Okay, soulmates are not necessarily people you spend your entire lifetime with. Okay, this can just be people that you've traveled with forever. Okay, this a soulmate can actually be a friend, or soulmate can be a family member, or just somebody that you meet randomly and you feel like you connect on a much deeper level. So a meeting with that person in the new karmic cycle is very much on the cards for you. Let me tell you, this soulmate can actually be like a fire sign, or this soulmate can actually be a water sign. Okay, or either of the two, like one of you could be this, the other could be that possibility is there. But this new karmic cycle, I believe, is going to be much more fulfilling for you. Like the happiness that you deserve may actually come into your life. In a way, I really call this the divine timing for you. See, I never really associate the world card with divine timing, but the way the cards are placed, if you've been waiting for something like divine timing, then this week you will actually come across that. Okay, so starting from this week onwards, you need to be careful about what you vibrate, what you really put out in the world, because there is a possibility you may attract it much more rapidly. Okay, so we'll take a look at your numbers. You have number 8, you have 33, you have number 4, number 7, 24, 15, 23, 55, 31. Again, angel blessings are very much on you. Your letters, you have M, you have P, you have E, you have F, R, U, A. No, sorry, that is U, and V, A. Oh, maybe you need to use some sunscreen. UV rays, be careful about the UV rays. G, again a G. You have an R. You have a Y, T, E. You have an E again, A. And you have a B. Oh, loads of letters you have. So a lot of things you need to figure out, and I'll give you your self-care card. Be careful what you focus on, because what you focus on from now onwards will really grow into something huge, is what I'm getting. Music. Okay, so maybe again with that celebration, maybe you'll go to a place where there's music. But either way, when it comes to your self-care, music is recommended. And if you play an instrument, playing an instrument is, I believe personally, an excellent way to get into self-care, especially drumming or the djembe. In this case, if you can do that, excellent. I specifically love drumming. That just puts me in the right mood, and it helps me in meditation as well. So maybe that is something you can look into. I'll give you one more from here, or two. You are worth what it is you desire. So basically the message for you is, if there's something you desire, you need to know that you are completely worth it. So believe in whatever it is that you want, and it will show up for you. You are divinely loved and protected with grace. Okay, this is something I believe pile 1 or 2 received as well. So you're very protected as you move forward in this week. And also when you're making changes, you're protected with that as well. And one more, the comfort of good company heals old hurts. So if you're coming together with somebody, like you're meeting family, you're meeting friends, then maybe meeting people from your past is what I'm getting, will actually heal a lot of things for you. Like this, there is almost this aspect of getting a closure, which is also coming right here. Like maybe meeting somebody, discussing something, and that giving you closure is also something that I find here. But again, spending time with friends, spending time with family can also, heal some wounds of your hearts. And one more, be ready. The best is on its way. Yes, I told you, whatever you focus on now will actually grow, because the new karmic cycle, be ready, the best is on its way. I love this, I love this. So overall, that is your reading, my beautiful, beautiful pile 2. And I believe you deserve this. You really deserve everything that is coming towards you, because I see a lot of beauty, especially with 33 and 55 showing up as well. I wish you the very, very, very best as always, and I'm sending my best wishes to you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've picked pile, then this is what the week ahead has in store for you. From your tarot, you have Page of Wands, you have Strength, you have the Empress, King of Wands, very interesting lineup, Spirituality, to be fair, you have Growth, and you have Ebb and Flow. Alright. So basically what I think is, overall this week you're feeling very much in control, like you're feeling strong, you're feeling capable, and there is nothing that you cannot do, okay? That is the way you feel. And honestly, this is like a gentle kind of a strength, the strength that comes from believing in oneself and having absolutely no doubt. Because what I see here is, this week you're going to be making some plans, like you're going to be making plans, you're going to be thinking about possible actions you can take in order to achieve something in a much more efficient manner. But along with that plan, there is also a solid action, okay? So you may be putting those first steps when it comes to achieving something. But again, there is this aspect of receiving some kind of a news which is also coming for you. So please pay attention to a phone call, to an email, to a letter which comes bearing some news. This can be a friend calling you with some kind of an information, or you just listening to things on the radio, okay? That is also a possibility. But there is also an aspect of travel here. So maybe you can go for a short holiday, or you may just go out, catch up with some friends and have a very good time. But overall, you're feeling passionate, you're feeling very curious, you're also in this mood of learning about different things, you are in the mood of exploring a lot of things, is what I see here. But once again, the most beautiful aspect of your week is the Empress. So you are also taking care of yourself, and you are in a way respecting the ebb and flow. So in one half of the week where you are taking a lot of action, you're doing a lot of planning, one half of the week then you are into self-care, like you're relaxing, you're taking care of your body, you're taking care of your mind, and you're taking care of your spirit, is what I see. Again, financially, this is a very strong week for you, it is a very rewarding week for you. So you may actually come into a lot of money, but of course, along with money coming in, you may want to spend your money behind something that brings you a lot of joy, behind something that brings you a lot of happiness. There is also a possibility that you may buy a gift for somebody, or just do something for somebody who you really love, okay? But again, there is this aspect of fairness, there is this aspect of balance which is also coming forth for you. So even if you're feeling very taken care of, even if you're feeling very indulgent, you still are maintaining that fairness. It's not like you're letting yourself go completely. You are in your complete senses. Like I said, you're respecting your ebb and flow. So you are also giving a lot of attention to what you can do that your future self will thank you for, okay? Because one card that you have is that of growth. So not only are you going to be finding growth this week, in fact, tremendous growth this week is what I'm seeing, but you're also thinking about what you can do so that in the future you don't really have to work that hard. So for a couple of you, this can actually be working towards like a retirement project, thinking about what you want to do in the future and making some kind of future plans. In some cases, this can actually be sitting with a spouse and deciding about your potential future, okay? But once again, there is a lot of growth coming for you, especially in the dimension of spirituality this week, okay? So maybe you will spend a lot of time, meditating. In certain cases, you may actually sign up for a retreat, or you may go deeper into the spiritual aspect of your life. Okay, that is also a possibility. But anyway, you are honoring the ebb and flow of yourself, which I believe is the most beautiful thing to happen. So I'll give you your numbers for this week: 33, 8. You have number 5, you have number 55, lot of angel blessings surrounding you. You have number 12, 24, and number 7. And from your letters, you have Y, you have E, you have Y again, E again. That's funny. You have P. Yep, so it's a yes in a way. T-O-I-E. Oh, 3 E's. E again. And you have a D. You have a U. A. And you have a G. Alright, so those are your letters. I'm going to give you a card for your self-care for this week. Massage. So if with the self-care, so maybe give yourself a massage, or maybe go to the parlor or go to a salon and just rejuvenate yourself. So that is your self-care. Maybe some reflexology can really help you, and acupressure, acupuncture, that could be something that you could be looking into as well. And I'll give you one more from here. Violet, the answers and truths are always within. So basically, if there are any questions that you find coming into your mind all the time, then you are reminded that all the answers that you seek, all the truths that you seek are already within. So trust your intuition and believe and trust in happiness. So believe and trust that you will find happiness in your life, and just believe in it, because honestly, happiness and everything in life is just about hope. It's just about trust. That is what I personally believe in. So basically, that is your reading for your upcoming week. I hope you guys have a beautiful week ahead, and may your life be filled with blessings. I'll leave you here. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.